Start the recording. Cool. We have audio. JB, perfect. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Glad I could help.
Thank you.
Welcome to This Week in MTG with your hosts, Matt Olson, JB, and Danny Oakstad.
Hello and welcome, Magic Folk, to episode number 86 of This Week in MTG, your aggregate news source for all things Magic the Gathering. We're your hosts. Matt. Over there we have Danny.
What's up?
Right there on his phone, texting like a tween in high school. We have JB.
Hi.
Oh my god. JB, what's so important that you gotta be texting in the middle of the episode?
Talking to my wife.
Oh, puppy love.
Sure.
You better hope she... Instead of texting you, just tell her to watch on Twitch.
She does, from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time. But if she wanted direct contact with you, tell her that
He's
this
not
is the
on
best
Twitch,
way.
so...
She's on Twitch.
Yeah, but he's not on Twitch, so it's not direct contact.
Yeah, it is. Direct contact right there. We're
No,
talking.
No, it's not direct contact, because you are telling him what she's saying, so it's not direct.
JB, I'll make sure you read them from now on.
He can't read.
JB,
Yeah, I can't read that.
what does that say?
Sorry, I can't read that.
Put on your peepers.
They won't focus. So it's kind of like, you know how like in school when certain people couldn't read certain colors of the markers on the marker board?
That was a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. Like certain people couldn't see like red or green or stuff like that. Like they couldn't read it very well.
I think that's called colorblind.
Sure.
No, it's like
Hold on.
astigmatism.
Are we talking... You had whiteboards?
Yeah, we had whiteboards.
But you're old.
We also had smart boards.
Jesus.
We had one smart board. That was for a French class.
French got the smart board? I know in my senior year, they put in like a bunch of different smart boards and stuff. Our computer class had one. Our English teacher had one. Our social studies teacher had one. Our science teacher had one. And I think our math teacher did too.
No, our math teachers just had like 5 or 6 marker boards. The ones that they... Just like you had any kind of science lab where you throw one up, pull one down. Fun stuff.
Oh, that's fancy. We never had
Yep.
that. But we're not here to tell you guys about our old school layouts. We're here to tell you about some amazing Magic news. So thank you all for deciding to join us, for whether listening to this live or turning the podcast on when this gets edited and stuff to make it sound better than it actually is.
Is it, though?
Yeah, I'd say so.
We should add some of the bleep noises in.
Dude, honestly, if I add bleep noises in, that adds
Every
way
other
too much
word would be like beep, 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 beep. We'd be like Morse code, dude.
It would be. It's pretty bad. We do swear a lot.
I know we do.
I think if I
Mainly
started
him.
if I started
Hey,
to do
now.
a tally of like the curse words that we do, we'd be screwed. Like if Trent, have you guys listened to Deep Fried
Yes,
Conspiracy?
I
Okay,
listened to all of them.
Okay, good. So he yells every time fuck gets said, and fuck gets said a lot here, and that would be a couple bleeps right there. And
Yeah.
that's a lot of extra work for me. Call me lazy, I don't care, but I feel swearing is grade A content. We are not meant for kids. Kids, if you're listening to this, talk to your parents. Why they agreed for you to listen to us is
Right?
fucking beyond me.
There's a reason why we have an explicit warning.
There is an explicit warning. I put it on. Even like I'm pretty sure there's like an episode a while back that we didn't even swear once on. Still slapped it with explicit just in case.
Wait, whoa, what? There was an episode we didn't swear?
I'm pretty sure it was like
Yeah,
right
you
away
weren't here.
right away in the beginning.
Oh, okay, well
because
that makes sense.
we were very like. Have you listened to like our stuff from the beginning? When we first
not
came
in a
on?
Our first
long
stuff was
time, no.
rough.
Yeah, it was very rough.
Yeah.
Now we just drink enough beer where we don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So anyways, let's get this fucking shit on the road.
There we go.
Right?
Before we do that, we got to hear from our amazing sponsor, J-Dubs, now.
Thank you for listening to This Week in MTG. If you would like to show support for us, you can check out our amazing sponsor, J-Dubs Sports Cards and Gaming, located in the West Acre Malls in Fargo, North Dakota. They are your one-stop shop for all your Magic purchases. They are always stocked up with Ultra Pro and Dragon Shield sleeves and playmats, Commander Precon decks, plus they have an abundance of booster boxes ranging from Amonkhet to Zendikar. J-Dubs also buys and sells Magic singles at competitive prices. Their display case and binders are full of format staples, hidden gems, and other cards for you to bling out all your decks with. With those cards you just bought or traded for, you can make a Modern or Legacy deck so you can play in the Weekend Discord League. Entrance is $10 and games are played over Spell Table. Links are in the show notes. When you reach out, make sure to let them know the guys over at This Week at MTG sent you. Now let's get back to the episode.
Thank you, J-Dubs, for supporting us.
Take two.
Now, dear listeners, if you guys want to support us as well, you have a direct line to, if our content you believe is worth it, by all means, help us out on Patreon. We got that. I'll just be straightforward. Got a Patreon. We have 2 tiers right now where we have monthly drawings for a card and a booster pack. The $10 tier gets you in for a monthly drawing for the card, and the $3 tier gets you in a monthly drawing for the booster pack.
Yep.
So, let's start off with the card, which this month picked up a Sneak Attack Commander staple. A lot of the cards in the $10 tier, we go from $10 to $15 worth of value. Sneak Attack, Commander staple. Those that want to be cheating in creatures would love this card. This is the Double Masters version. Those watching live, the camera's very far away. I'm not going to lift it up to y'all. But that was won by, drumroll please, D Moose.
Yeah.
JB's old man. Congratulations. Speaking of D Moose, did they just not watch us anymore? Are we not on the big screen?
You know, I don't know. I think he's been busy with work lately.
The audacity.
Because I called him the other day on the weekend, and he was working on the weekend. I think it was Sunday. I think it was yesterday I called him, and he was working, so that tells you something.
Damn.
Yeah.
We miss your commentary, D Moose. Come back in the chat and say hello.
All right, we want cookies.
Not the cookies. We just want somebody else to be bouncing short jokes off or ragging on JB with.
Stop it.
Hey, man, Trent said he'd love to come back.
Stop it.
D Moose, you won the Sneak Attack. And now for the $3 tier that has the chance to win this month is a set booster of Strixhaven.
Ooh, it's even a set booster.
Yep. This month's winner, we rolled all these before the show. It's Wade 97.
Yes, because we're kings of randomness.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun fact, don't have that many patrons. Your chances are winning are pretty high.
Exactly. So
Yep.
join.
D Moose has won just 2 cards. This is our 3rd month of doing it.
Yep.
February, March. Yeah. First month we had Demonic Tutor. Not Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
It was the Judge Demonic Tutor.
Yeah, it was a
Yep.
judge promo of Demonic.
Yep, we had a Judge promo Demonic Tutor that we gave away. D Moose won that. Last month, Big G won the Helm of the Host.
Yep.
And now D Moose again winning Sneak Attack. That says how many people we have in the $10 tier.
Yeah, so your chances are pretty good.
Yes, join in, and I don't know. You're helping some, like, all the money that we get is going to buy cards and fund the hosting and stuff. Gonna be straightforward, discretion, no walls and stuff. Pays for that stuff.
Yep, it all funnels into the podcast.
Otherwise, all out of my pocket, which don't care. I'm fine with it. That's why I did it in the first place. This is a fun hobby for us. I don't know why I'm going into this deep. We got news and stuff to be telling you guys.
I don't know why you're doing it either.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
Let's give you the breakdown of how this episode is going to be laid out for y'all. First up, we're going to pass you over to the Boggle Desk, where JB is going to tell us about some win matrices and a historic event, and give us some upcoming events. One of his favorite series as well announced the series from this month. Then we have some blogatogs from Danny, some McKinnon news, Post Malone news, Beckett news, championship details, and the big news of this week is the Hasbro Q1 earnings. Then from there, we're going to talk about the finance section, close off with Deck of the Week, and then y'all can go home.
They're already at home.
You don't know that. Maybe they're driving in a car. Maybe they're at work. and I'm giving them permission to go home partway through work.
Oh, jeez. You're a bad influence.
Are you at work right now and it's 10 a.m.? Guess what? I'm telling you to go home. Your boss has any qualms with that? Send them my way.
Right? Just let him know he looks like Groot.
Yes, I am just as tall and my vocabulary is just as expansive.
Yes.
But, JB, that feels like a good launching off point to talk to the raccoon. You're the rocket raccoon to my Groot.
Thank you. That wasn't that bad of a short joke.
You're welcome. You have a rocket launcher, too.
Right?
And all I got is tree powers.
And trash pandas are cool, so that's where it's at.
Nature's ninja.
All right, so we've got a meta snapshot for you again. This time it's historic. It's the Strixhaven Week 3. First up, we have Gruul Aggro, and it's got 12.1% of the meta with a 50.8% win rate. Next up, we have Pact Combo with 10.3% of the meta with 52.2% win rate. Selesnya Company is next up with 9.5% and 52.9% win rate. And then we got Jeskai Control with 8.4% and a 49.3% win rate. Orzhov Auras, another fun deck to play, sitting at 8% of the meta with a 55.7% win rate. Simic Stompy is at 6% with a 48.3% win rate. Is It Phoenix is at 5.4% with a 58% win rate overall. Dimir Rogues is at 5.3% with a 49% win rate. Rakdos Arcanist is at 3.8% with a 44.7% win rate. Jun Food sitting at 3.8% with a 53.8% win rate overall. Azorius Control, 3.5%, 53.6% win rate. And then the rest of the decks, whatever everybody else is playing, sitting at 23.9% with a 42.2% win rate overall. And let me just say, the picture that they use for the other category kind of strikes me as odd. It's just a kitty.
They've done it all the time.
It's not a kitty.
Yeah.
It's never been a kitty before.
It has been a kitty.
What the hell?
Shows you not paying attention, sir.
Right? What the fuck? I've never noticed a kitty before.
Yeah, the decks here, very intense. This is a pretty good meta snapshot of Historic right now.
All right. Well, speaking of Historic, we had a Insight Esports event that happened. It's a Tier 1 Historic Open. First place, we had a Selesnya Company, piloted by Christian Calcano. Second place, we had a Grixis Combo. Third place was Is It Phoenix. Fourth place was Dimir Combo. Fifth place was Gruul Aggro. Sixth place was Simic Aggro. Seventh place was Azorius Control. And eighth place was another Selesnya Company deck.
So when you say Selesnya Company, this is Collected Company with Skyclave, Apparitions, Lovestruck Beasts, Elite Spellbinder, new card from Strixhaven that, I don't know, I think this is a really good card that more white decks should be picking up.
It is pretty good.
But this is just like, so you have Luminarch Aspirant, which puts +1 counters on target creature at the beginning of combat on your turn. So, and a couple control pieces, taxing pieces like Archon of Emeria, Elite Spellbinder, like I mentioned, Rita, God of the Worthy from Keldheim, and 2 Great Henges. Surprise, I was looking at this, and I honestly was going to expect to see some form of Heliod.
Yeah, but I suppose without the Ballista to make it a payoff.
No, true. Very true. But happy little Grixis player me is happy to see that Grixis took second place in this. Primarily looking as a way to grind out the game to get into a Thassa's Oracle win. Not Thassa's Oracle. Yeah, Thassa's Oracle win. And now Tainted Pack is in here. It's like, cool. Tainted, like, the legacy combo of Tainted Pack into Thassa. Well, I mean, Commander played it too. If I'm not mistaken, Commander was the reason why Tainted Pack moved up significantly in price when we talked about it over the summer. But yeah, these cards are interesting that they added into Historic.
All right, so it looks like that'll do it for our past events. For our upcoming events, we got our F&M at home as Historic Brawl, a format that nobody plays.
Make those Brawl decks.
God, don't do it.
Play
Don't
some
give in.
Magic.
Don't give in to peer pressure. Don't do it.
Maybe at some point you'll randomly play against Mr. Beast again.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
So then, as we talked about before, Mana Trader Series is coming back again this month. They just announced that the format this month is going to be modern.
Hold on.
So it looks like I'm going to be jamming a shit ton.
Do that part again, please. The dog was barking in the back.
Fuck, the dog's been barking for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it was barking every time we weren't talking.
Oh, well.
And I want to do a better job at keeping the dogs from barking.
Okay, so Mana Traders is back this month. Looks like they just announced their format. It's going to be modern this month. One of my personal favorites, so I'm going to be jamming a shit ton of games, trying to qualify for this. Qualifier League runs May 3rd through the 25th. Swiss will be May 29th, and the finals will be on May 30th. Oh, wait. That's Memorial Weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
Damn it. I guess I can't then.
I mean, you can still play it.
I don't have a laptop that'll play
Where are you going?
Duluth.
Wah, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm. And the Chromebook won't play MTGO. The operating system won't handle it because Chromebooks suck.
Sell a liver or sell a kidney and go get a laptop that works.
No, I'm good.
The league play includes a leaderboard, and the leaderboard will pay out prizes to the top 20 users with the highest win percentage.
Here. You qualify, and if you qualify, I'll play it.
What do you got to lose?
Right?
I just need your house keys and have...
No,
Like-
just download MTGO. I'll give you my password. And you just
What?
log into my account.
I just want on my computer. No, yeah, that's fine. I was just gonna have a rage at your house. Your apartment.
Good luck. Rich doesn't have your ass.
Not if I clean it up.
To move to the Swiss round, you'll need to play 10 to 19 matches and have a 70% win percentage, or play 20 to 29 matches and have a 65% win percentage, or play 30 plus matches and have a 60% win percentage.
That's a grind.
It can be, yeah.
The Swiss's round will consist of 5 to 9 rounds, depending on the amount of players entered. The top 8 will move to the finals, and that'll start at 4 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be a single elimination. Remember, prize pools, good money, and you get 10 times the money.
For being a Mana Traders account holder.
Yep. So you get first, non-subscriber gets $400, but if you're a Mana Trader subscriber, you get $4,000, and so on and so forth. But I mean, still, if you make it in, like, if you don't get it into the top 16, you get credit, JB.
Yep. I've gotten credit almost every time I've played.
Well, see, there you go.
First time when I qualified into Swiss, I got $25 credit, and that was on the standard. Last time I qualified was modern. I got like $5 cred. So I mean, like at least I got something. It wasn't the end of the world, you know. Like,
What deck do you think you're gonna run primarily?
same deck I always do because it's like the only one I can afford with my rental limit. I can't play D&T anymore because freaking. Oh wait, no. Did I get it? I think I picked up a playset at Aether Vials now, but Skyclave Apparitions are freaking like almost 30 ticks a piece, so that pegs me over my rental limit already. Just trying to get a playset of those. So
Damn.
yeah, it's like almost impossible. I've been slowly trying to acquire the pieces of D&T so I can get it under that rental limit and play it, but
The struggle is
damn,
real.
it's hard. So it's pretty much boggles. It's like the only thing I can play.
That sounds good.
Well, Rack. I suppose I can play.
I'm telling you, just
yeah, I can
just
play
play
Rack.
just play my mono red deck.
Okay, if I qualify, I'll let you play it.
On to the next thing. We have
Make actual non-combat burn a real thing nowadays.
Right. Well, I mean, Burn's always a thing.
Yeah, but burns. My burn deck is a burn deck. Most burns now are like, oh hey, I play persist, or not persist, but
Oh,
prowess.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not burn. That's attacking aggro. It's not burn. Yeah, you play with red creatures. Doesn't mean you're burning anything. So anyway, enough of that politics.
Politics.
what a segue.
This week's blog talk comes from Wex Talks. He asked, I know you previously said you don't play / like Commander as a format, but would you be willing to expand upon that? As Matt said, nice segue. Mark's reply back is, I've said that I like less politics in my Magic that tends to happen in Commander. I'm very happy the format exists, though, as it's enjoyed by so many players.
I do enjoy Commander. I don't like the politics with Commander.
Yeah.
We're a group that doesn't like incorporate politics, and because of that,
bullshit! We don't.
we don't
Bullshit.
we don't incorporate politics.
Bullshit.
We just like to fuck.
Oh,
you
if you don't come at me this turn, if you don't kill me, I'll do this or that. You fucking make deals all the damn time. Don't even go there, Mister. I don't like politics in my commander.
There's a difference between making deals and just doing politics.
Bullshit. It's one and the same. Don't even go there, sir.
Still salty from the other day?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Just because you tried to blow my shit up?
That too.
Heroic intervention.
We're just not gonna go there. We're just not gonna go there. I mean, to put it in context, I was gonna lose anyway, so I was trying to do it for the lolziness of it. But
I just happened to have it in my hand. I had to play it. It's like, no, you're not doing any of that. I should have actually killed you guys like 4 turns earlier, but I played Suit Square wrong.
Yeah, you did.
Yep. The scooter looter.
Yep.
Scooter looter is the
Smuggler's copter. I know.
There we go. That's the word.
But
Scooter looter.
But I don't like to consider it that because no one plays Smuggler's Copter anymore.
Because it's banned.
Because it sucks.
It sucks.
Because it sucks.
It sucks. Oh man, you have such a weird perception there, sir. Magic cards. It's a good magic card.
No, it's not.
Well, I'd say
Don't
so.
lie to you. Don't lie to yourself. Vehicles suck.
I don't know. Tell that to the Cadillac.
Vehicles suck. What's the Cadillac?
That's because Chariot. People.
Oh, the one that shits out cats?
Yeah, people are calling that the Cadillac.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh, like the cat alac?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cadillac.
God, that's terrible.
It's so good.
No.
It's so good.
No.
So,
that's so dumb.
So, Matt, you have so many different colors on the quickies. I just have 3.
What do you mean?
Mine has not updated.
Refresh the page, sir.
I did earlier.
Clearly you did not.
What do you mean you only have 1, sir?
See?
Oh, whoa. Why is yours like that? Mine's like this. Like mine's all
No.
expanded out.
This seems like a good time to put in this message from Crazy Mage, where he said, I thought all the Patreon money was used to get JB some stilts to walk around to feel taller.
Oh my god, you guys are assholes. Here I thought we were going to get through an episode without all this bullshit.
That was Crazy Mage.
But no.
Not us. I was calling you Rocket Raccoon and a dwarf.
I know. That's why I was like, okay, I've got hope for this episode. But no, we just had to go there.
Is it loaded up for you yet there?
No.
Well, you've got a while anyway because... Oh, wait, no, you're...
Give me a second.
you're red.
He's red.
Just give me a second.
So yeah, you got a while. You got to go get through me and Matt first, so...
Well, if they're supposed to use quickies, they're not supposed to be long.
I talk slow.
But Matt makes his quickies
I talk
extremely
slow.
long.
Exactly, so then you got time.
But then if he changes it up, then I'm SOL.
But he's not going to change it up.
What's changed on it?
Yeah, he's not changing anything.
I mean, him personally actually going quickly rather than taking forever.
Oh, he's not going to.
Wait, am I supposed to talk slow too?
He'll make a political deal.
You always
Because,
do.
you know, he loves fucking politics.
Don't love politics. I just like to fuck with you, JB.
Yeah, because you're a dick.
Your Hydra's growth? Neutered.
Yeah, you fucking dick.
Your enchantment? Gone.
Dick.
What was that, Griff Spoon? Yeah, I tagged out your Griff Spoon there. Gone. No, you didn't have Griff Spoon. What was
No,
the
it was
one?
something else. Because Griff Spoon has recursion. I'm not
Right.
that scared about having that be in the graveyard.
Anyways.
So yeah, I won't be reading any of your texts.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, well,
I
he'll
won't.
pull it up on his other screen, and you can read it
I
from
can't
there.
read it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I'm blind.
I'll
Nope.
zoom it up.
Yeah, he'll zoom
Colorblind.
it. He'll make it black.
I can't see black.
There you go. There's red.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, there you go.
I can't
Right
see
there.
it.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
You're being a bitch.
The beam is in the way. Or the boom.
The boom is... How's the boom in the way? The boom is like way above the top of the freaking screen.
Can you not see the upright?
Oh, that part.
It's in the
I was
fucking
like,
way.
I was like,
How about you lean
what?
forward then?
Yeah, just lean forward.
No.
You touch your
Then
mic.
my boom is in the way.
You touch your mic all the time. You can move it around.
Ooh. That's so wrong.
So wrong.
That's so wrong. Touching your mic. Stop it.
We're on camera, sir. We're on camera. There's there shouldn't be any children watching, but we're still on camera.
It's for Wade,
Yes.
our weekly winner.
Okay, so can I read my quickie now?
Fine. Which one's mine?
The red one.
The Beckett.
Mine's not fucking red.
So
Beckett.
he'll pull it up on the screen when it's time.
Thank you. I'll just pull it up.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, on to the quickies.
Finally.
So, first up, Seb McKinnon's 4th Kickstarter. Yes, 4. He's had a lot. This is Seb's highest grossing Kickstarter and finished at a whopping $1.1 million with 10,125 backers. That's a lot of money per person.
That is.
That is crazy.
That is.
All the money from this is going to fund his film, Kin Fable's The Stolen Child. And because of this Kickstarter, he believes the film to be fully funded. Well, I'd hope so. He's only had 4 Kickstarters to fund it.
Yeah,
And they've all done like insane.
right. I think the first one was like we covered it before. It was like 600,000, and then it went up to like 800 and 900, and now it's at 1.1 because of what you're going to tell us next.
Yep. So there were 19 different artworks created or unlocked, ranging from sketch versions of his Secret Lair art collaborations with different artists and a full set of tokens.
Here, as we talk about it, I don't think we can do the art justice as we try to describe the card tokens. Have you, JB, have you clicked the link?
No, I have not yet.
Why am I not surprised?
Because I don't want to.
The art looks
I
really...
was actually going to. I wanted to get in on this Kickstarter.
I gave you this article
But I
to read
didn't.
just because you're a Seb boy.
I know you did. I know.
You didn't even look at the tokens.
So let's look.
Live looking from JB. Let's get his live reaction.
Okay, that Phyrexian Angel looks freaking sweet. Ooh, that one looks cool too. So where are these tokens?
The tokens are right above it.
Right above where?
Right above the Phyrexian Angel. There's an elemental token, a bird
Oh,
token.
right
human,
there.
An angel, a spirit, another spirit, the monarch token, fairy, clue,
Dude.
soldier,
Oh my god, those
treasure,
are
knight, sapperling, spirit, and spirit. There's 4 different spirit tokens.
cool. Dude, that is cool.
And then a sword with, or a token with swords for number 5.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that one out too. Because there's no word underneath it. It's just 5.
I imagine it says in his Kickstarter link specifically what it is.
Which one?
The one with the 4 swords.
I'm not
that are
looking at it.
scrolling on here. Oh, there were pins as well.
Yep.
And the Secret Lair art included the Damnation and the Sower of Temptation, Chanted Evening, his Swamp, like that whole Seb Secret Lair drop.
This is why he should not have secret lairs. He does his own.
Oh, that's the card back for the tokens.
Oh.
Yep, that's the card back for all the tokens.
5 swords.
Yep.
Isn't that his 5th Kickstarter?
No, 4th.
4th? It makes sense that'd be his 5th if he did 5.
Right. Or maybe he's foreshadowing.
Could be.
Well, yeah, he obviously is.
So, talking about famous people as well here, Post Malone is suspected to appear on game nights. From a tweet that the Command Zone tweeted on April 29th showing Post Malone next to the game night logo, we can expect to see Post Malone appear on the next episode of Game Nights or the episode after that. Though there has been no confirmation of a date or time at this point. And then there's another tweet saying that Post Malone stopped by a card shop called Frank and Sons.
Which he dropped thousands of dollars on Magic.
Yeah, there's a little clip in that. Links in the description down below. But I think I don't know. Did we talk about it like a couple months ago? It was brought up that in February he appeared on the late night show with Seth Meyers wearing an MTG shirt.
Yeah, we talked about it.
We did? Yeah, because it was the what's that guy's name that had the Magic drop of shirts that were like $200.
Yeah, the one from California. I can't remember.
I can't remember it either, but they looked cool. Way out of our budget.
Yep.
But yeah, Post Malone's been doing a lot of stuff for nerd culture this last couple months.
Well, he is a nerd.
I know, it's so crazy. I don't know. As just like a normal person seeing a celebrity have this kind of enjoy, like, have this kind of hobby, like, really grounds them to me. It's the same as, like, Joseph Lovett Gordon, who plays Magic as well, whatever his name is. Vin Diesel, who plays D&D. Cassius Marsh, another, like, a big football star that plays Magic as well, and stuff like that. It's like they get in, like, this ethos.
They're human too, man.
I know, and it's so bizarre. It's was it Stars magazine that always had, they're people like us, where they just show random candid shots of fucking celebrities that are just doing daily tasks, like they're shopping, they're walking their dogs and stuff.
Big whip-de-doo.
I know, it's weird to think, but it's a different level though. Like when it's like they have a hobby that you have a hobby on. Post Malone here.
Yeah. Well, he has money to waste.
True.
He can do whatever he wants.
Did you listen to his concert that he did in February for Pokemon?
No.
Yeah, he did a CGI concert and did like 4 of his songs for the Pokemon Day on February 27th, I think is Pokemon Day. I listened to it. It was good.
Yeah, I'm not a Pokemon person like you.
I am indeed a Pokemon person. So yeah, Post Malone gonna appear on game nights. Get hyped. I'm gonna watch that.
I probably won't. But I'm also lazy. Don't want to do anything. Anyway, speaking of not having money to ever afford anything, this was a while back, but the recently polled beta Black Lotus has received a grade from Beckett. It has received a 8.5 grade from Beckett due to, where was it? I read it. I don't know what happened to it. Where'd it go? Okay. Okay, it got an 8.5 due to having surface indentation under black. The word, I'm assuming. And that's what knocked it down to an 8.5. Looking at the picture, I see some white patches around the corners. Just for being an old pack, I'm sure. Just damage being in the pack. But
I can't remember if we talked about this when this article first broke in mid-March.
I believe we did. Personally, I don't think we talked about it on air.
Okay. Yeah, the guy, like, quote-unquote, accidentally opened up a pack of beta.
So
no, I think we might have just done it in the quickies. I don't think we, like, expounded on it.
Oh, maybe. So, this pack, they have a picture of the pack opened with everything that's in it, Black Lotus, and a hard sleeve. Guess the price on the pack itself.
More than 40,000.
$2.45 is what the tag says.
What?
Yes. $2.45.
That's got to be an old tag.
Yeah.
It's an old tag, but that's how much it was worth.
Damn.
$2.45.
How much is that Black Lotus supposedly worth?
It's looking at about 40,000.
Due to other Black Lotuses.
Similarly graded Black Lotuses being sold for over $40,000.
Right. So like 40 seems to be like a minimum for this. And it's like, damn, still, it's a lot of money. That's a good chunk on a house payment. It's a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's paying off someone's a good chunk
student
of debt.
loan.
Yeah. A good chunk of a student loan as well.
That would be an entire student loan.
You know, I always thought student loans were more expensive than like $40,000.
That's only if you go to universities.
And like if you go for like crazy amounts of schooling.
Also those that are doing crazy amount of schooling.
For those who have a bachelor's in fine arts or liberal arts and an associate's in liberal arts and they major in fine arts.
Major in underwater basket weaving.
Hey man, don't fucking diss on the underwater basket weavers. Fun fact, I wanted to be one of those.
Oh my god, you would.
I would. I almost did something like that at a summer camp one time. They had reeds, and we'd swim in the lake. And so I took a bunch of reeds and was swimming in the water and tried to make a basket. It just turned out to be a clump of reeds.
Oh my god.
Look, Mom, I made a ball.
My profession in underwater basket weaving did not go far that summer.
It was garbage. Future sight for what he was going to be. Garbage guy. Taking out trash.
Zing! Man, I thought this podcast was just supposed to rail on JB. Here
Nope.
you are taking jabs at me now?
You walked into it.
Mr. Sanitation Technician.
Oh, calm down, sir.
Specialist.
Garbage.
No, it's
man.
sanitation specialist.
Garbage man. I hold that garbage man title with pride. Call me a sanitation engineer, and you're gonna get kicked in the shin.
Not even an engineer, just specialist. You're,
Oh,
you're not
there you
qualified enough
Yeah,
to be an engineer.
you're not engineer level.
Womp womp.
Gotta go to school for that, sir.
Yeah, 4 years of engineering school for that.
Mm-hmm.
Want to tell us about the next quickie, JB?
I suppose since I have two of them.
2 of them.
Yeah.
You did have the first one.
Yeah, fool.
Oh, I thought you meant like 2 in succession to each other. I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
'Kay.
Okay, so Strixhaven Championship. We've got the details for the event taking place June 4th through the 6th. It's going to happen on Arena. It's going to be both standard and historic split, kind of like always, where they do a couple rounds of historic, couple rounds of standard, whatever, all that fun stuff. I lost my train of thought.
Oh my god.
I write it out for a
Standard
reason.
I
and
know,
historic
I
getting
know.
a split.
Yes, okay, and it's getting played. What
Honor-
the fuck is this fucking sentence structure, Matt? It's
So
throwing me off.
here's
oh
the
my
thing.
god.
Here's the thing. Just
I
redo
can't
it.
ad-lib with this sentence, sir.
Strixhaven
There you go.
Strixhaven Championship details. We have Strixhaven Championship details from the event taking place June 4th through the 6th on Arena. It will be both standard and historic getting played for those who received invites through multiple means.
Hold on, pause. You can read the screen now.
You son of a bitch. Got him.
I just want to look at my phone for a little bit.
you
Oh.
No, red's hard for me to read.
But okay, do we got to have green be your color then?
No, you just gotta Google Docs is just being stupid.
Yeah, because it wasn't like expanded on
It
yours.
wasn't-
It was
it
just
wasn't.
like a do.
It was just regular bullets, and then
Yeah.
he revised it as before you got here. Anyways, those in the MPL and the Rivals League players that earned 7-match wins. 7-match wins on day 2 of Strixhaven Qualifier Weekend, Strixhaven Championship, MTGO Qualifier winners. The top 2 players from each Strixhaven Championship Super Qualifiers. Sorry for those looking at me just messing around with my mic, trying to get a clear view.
So
So
now he wants to get a clear.
so
view.
anyway, back
had like a good
back-
5
backtrack.
minutes of fucking around saying you can look at the screen and you're like, no, I can't do that. The boom arm's in the way.
that screen I can't see.
Yeah, and I could have moved it over here. But no, you didn't want to work with us.
Anyway, again, players that earned 7-match wins on day 2 of the Strixhaven Qualifier Weekend, Strixhaven Championship MTGO Qualifier winners. The top 2 players from each Strixhaven Championship Super Qualifier. The winners, the 2020 Season 2 and 3 of MTGO Championship Showcases. The top 16 non-league competitors from Kalheim Championship. And those who had qualified for the 2021 Season 1 MTGO Showcase. All invited players will be given a God account prior to the event. So everyone who's in this event is just going to get a God account for the weekend.
Makes it unimpeded for them to be making the best decks that they can for standard and historic. So let's see how many Nea adventure standard decks and Sultai Ultimatum decks and Rogue decks are going to get played. And
Rogue Burn. Do it. Someone make it Rogue Burn.
Mm.
What's that one drop Rogue that takes the top card of your library?
The Merfolk Wind Robber?
No, it's a 1 red. It's red. It's a 1-drop red.
1-drop red, and it does what?
When it deals combat damage to a player, exile a top card of their library. Or something along those lines.
No, are you thinking of Robber of the Rich? That's
Yeah,
a
there we go.
2-drop.
Is that? I thought it was a 1-drop.
It's a 2-drop.
2-drop, 2/2. Haste.
No. Fine. Just play that with Burn.
You heard it here, folks. Professionals out there, if we have MPL listeners, or if we have anybody
Someone with connections to one.
in any of the Moto
So
winners,
everyone,
come here.
everyone talk
Listen
to Corey.
Danny.
Tell
It'd
Corey,
be-
tell
it'd
Corey
be
to
Brad.
send it off.
Yeah, Corey Baumeister, have him tell Brad, because we know Brad won't listen to us. Brad, listen. Just kidding. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm cutting that part out.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're gonna lie. You lied, and you're gonna forget.
Both. Well, I feel like that's a good transition over to the biggest news that we got this last week.
Lies.
Hasbro reports their Q1 their first quarter of 2021.
Wow. You're right there, man. You can't read. What the fuck?
Are we going to be making fun of me for a guy who didn't even want to try and read his lines?
Unlike JB, I can pull it up on my phone and actually read the articles.
Can you? Oh, I thought you were talking about pulling it up on Google there.
I just don't click the links. I can pull them up.
Fine. I have the actual ability to click the link and pull it up. See, if I didn't pull it up, you wouldn't have saw or we wouldn't have got the information of the pack was $245. Now, would we?
We wouldn't have.
Exactly.
But was it needed?
Yes.
Okay. It's not like the guy bought it for that.
But he did.
Or the sticker was on it. No.
Well,
maybe back in the day.
Whoever originally bought it for $245, now they made $40,000
Right.
off of $245. Actually, it's probably like $260 something with tax.
Probably. So, growth in revenue, operating profits, and earning per share. So the revenue grew 14% in consumer products and 15% at Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming segment. This is a big deal because this is the first quarter that Wizards of the Coast is its own division and not a subsidiary of Hasbro. So they're like graded and shared information separately than subsidiary. Like they have their own says and stuff like that, more control of their money. They had overall, Hasbro had net earnings grow to $116.2 million. It's a lot of fucking money.
Well, when you sell stuff worldwide,
Yeah,
it doesn't take much.
Right. And this is more than just Wizards of the Coast. This includes My Little Pony, Transformers, G.I. Joe.
Everything Hasbro.
Yep. Everything Hasbro. Nerf, Power Rangers. This is the fun thing. This is a little side note on Wizards specifically, but there's some Power Rangers stuff that they're talking about, but they didn't want to go into too much details. I listened to the earnings call, and I'm like, Power Ranger stuff? I'm in to those.
Well, yeah, Hasbro's going to have Magic do everything Hasbro.
Hey, man, if there's a Power Ranger set in Magic, you best believe I'm going to sell this house to get all that shit. I'm a Power Rangers fan. I'm sorry.
You're going to sell a house for cardboard?
Don't tell my wife, please.
You could build a house out of all that cardboard.
I could build a house the size of this office.
Until it rains.
I mean...
And then it expands 4 times.
You're not wrong.
And then deteriorates afterwards.
I never said it was weatherproof. I just said you could build a house with it.
You could insulate your house with it.
Yeah.
Just shred it up. Because that's what they
Yeah,
use.
but if you shred them, then you can't play with them.
That's what they use. What's insulation? You're not going to play with them anyway.
One of the biggest things that were mentioned in this as well was the arena. A lot of people were questioning about arena. They Hasbro has new numbers saying that the average time spent on arena is at 9 hours per week, and it has 3.5 billion games played since its launch.
Yep.
There, if I'm not mistaken, one of the last earning calls, they said it was like hours per week was dropped to like 7 point something. So moving back up, probably due to
COVID.
Arena
COVID.
being on mobile. Well, I mean,
COVID.
Like, yeah, had that
Right,
as
I'm
well.
sure mobile has something to do with it.
Yeah, probably. But the last time they had this was last year at this time.
Right. And compared to last year, the growth is...
And COVID had just started this time last year, basically. So, yeah, with COVID is the number one reason for any growth when it comes to digital gaming. Because no one else has anything else to do other than play video games.
You're not wrong. Well, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. A couple other things that were notable in this release were that Keldheim was the biggest winter set of all time. They didn't give specific numbers, but Brian Goldner stated that when asked. And they're expecting Q2 to be even better for Magic due to Modern Horizons 2 and the Dungeons & Dragons Adventures of the Forgotten Realm. And there was also a mention of another set getting released in that time, but they didn't give any information about that.
Instrad?
Huh?
Instrad?
No, before. It's like after Modern Horizons, but before
the unset?
The adventure. No, it's just, I don't know, a supplementary set that's going to get...
Commander products or something?
Yeah, would be my guess. They didn't go into detail. It hasn't been announced. to the consumers yet about that. So,
But usually they'd have that information usually released by now.
not necessarily.
If it's a big set like that, they
well,
would.
no, not a set. It could be anything though. Like remember,
So another secret layer.
the unstable. Well, I mean, yeah, you got secret layers getting dropped.
So
Speaking of secret layers for the secret layer, Dr. Lair Secret Emporium still going on for the rest of the month. Check out secretlair.com to figure if you want to buy any of those. Figure we add that in there so I can get that hashtag secret lair.
Oh my god.
Get us out there more. Let's see. And now one of the biggest things that were brought up in the call were NFTs being a real opportunity for Hasbro, quoted by Brian Goldner. So this specific part is written up, or we're pulling from the Star City Games /news. So Hasbro CEO Brian Goldner said that NFTs could be a real opportunity for the company in the first quarter earning call on Monday. Goldner was asked about the growing interest of NFTs in a Q&A session after the call following a question of the growth of MTG Arena, which has seen a 24% growth from a year ago. This is a quote from Goldner. The NFTs are a real opportunity for us. As you know, we have so many brands that really operate on multiple demographic levels, whether it's Transformers, whether it's Magic and D&D brands like G.I. Joe. We have a team that's leading our efforts out on the West Coast. We have our arms around this and see multiple opportunities on the NFT side, and you'll hear more about that as we move forward. But we are actively developing our opportunity here, and we do see it as substantial. So NFTs, non-fungible tokens, essentially it's like getting an image or a bit of online data on the blockchain, which is used to, it's a global ledger for like what Bitcoin and Dogecoin and Ether is all on. And having an NFT on there is just more of an easy way to track it, to see like this is the official first of whatever this is. And we talked about it, what was it, like a month ago? There were two Magic artists that try to get their art put into NFTs.
Yep.
There was one that did a Ravnica land, and it looked really gorgeous. But then they both stepped back, I'm assuming, due to the fact that Wizards or Hasbro came up to them under the behind back doors or whatever, and was like, hey, we got big plans for this. Hold off on this right now. So clearly, I do believe Wizards or Hasbro is looking at NFTs. And there was another article that I was actually reading about. Concept Art House and Gala Games announced partnership with Build end-to-end NFT solution for world-leading IPAs. You can tell I got
beer on the brain, bro.
But essentially, this is a Concept Art House has worked with Wizards in the past on getting art made and stuff for them. And so having close connections with this company, I'll post the article in the description down below so that way y'all can read it and look at it. But I know we talked about it, and NFTs and Magic seem like a very prominent thing. And it's a very divisive conversation point for a lot of people.
Dysfunctional?
That too.
Is that what you were going to say?
Divisive.
Sounded like you were going to say dysfunctional.
Both?
Sure.
Okay. NFTs, you guys' thoughts? Hasbro.
It's all over my head. I can just tell you that right now.
That doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't.
You know why?
Because I'm short. We all get it. We know by now.
No, you're just not smart.
Well, that too.
Jesus.
Hey, I admit that.
I honestly just don't care. It's digital, so it's like, hey, well, it's like, hey, I own this piece of art, but you can only see it on the computer.
Right.
It's like, hey, well, technically you don't own anything. Yeah, you may have like an IP address, but someone could easily hack that and wreck your art or anything like that. So it's something I probably would never get into. So I just have no interest in following it. But
NFTs are on a blockchain, and the blockchain is the structure, the ledger, the book where information and stuff is like kept for Bitcoin is one of the things. And Bitcoin hasn't been able to get, hacked or fucked with because it's doing pretty well. Now let's talk about them weekly winners in the finance section.
Cha-ching.
The finance section, we read an article off of MTG Stocks where they have an amazing article each week that's called the Weekly Winners, where they highlight 3 cards that are moving up in price and 3 cards that are moving down in price. Let's start this off by the weekly winner, number 1, Scrap Mastery. Red 3, Sorcery. Each player exiles all artifact cards from his or her graveyard, then sacrifices all artifacts he or she controls, then puts all cards he or she exiled this way onto the battlefield. This has been printed in Commander 14 and Commander Anthology 2. Was it Anthology 2? Yep. Commander Anthology 2. This card has jumped up a staggering 760%, now just shy of $13. But as of today, the market price on it is just shy of $9. You can pick them up on TCG Player for $10. Card Kingdom, it says $2.79, but I bet if I click this link, it's going to say sold out. Yep. So the card that is moving this up in price is new Commander card Osgear, the Reconstructor.
Meow.
For red 2 for a 4/4 Giant Artificer. Oh, I didn't realize he was a giant. Vigilance, you pay 1, sack an artifact, target creature you control gets +2/+0 till end of turn, and then has X, tap, exile an artifact card with mana value X from your graveyard, create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card, activate only as a sorcery. This card moved up the Mox Tantalite from Modern Horizons the other week. One of my personal calls. Just gotta,
Toot, motherfucker.
Yeah. And this is another reason, like, red-white artifact-style decks are kind of getting a resurgence with these new Lorehold commanders, because then you also have Alibu, Ancient Witness, the other commander in the Lorehold commander precon. Red 3 for a 4/5 Golem. Other artifacts artifact creatures you control have haste, and 1 or more artifact creatures you control attack. It deals X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of taps artifacts you control. So, Scrap Mastery, you're just, I don't know, like, imagine Living End. Like, this is Living End for artifacts and Living Death. So, it gives you the same shenaniganery. You can get the stuff that you've already sacked onto the battlefield, and your opponents just get hosed completely. So that's moving up in price. Next up, we have...
So I when I was scrolling through this, I read this as bacon.
We have Bacon of Creation.
Yeah, let's go bacon.
Like, for some reason, I don't know why.
Bacon.
Like, I stared at it, and it's bacon.
Bacon does create. Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes.
That sounds disgusting.
This card is green 3 sorcery. Put a 1/1 insect creature token into play for each forest you control. Then you shuffle Beacon of Creation into your library. This has only had 1 printing from 5th Dawn. It's jumped up 303%, now sitting at $27.99. But the market price on this card is $7.82. TCG Player, you can find them for $22.89. I'm not even going to mention Card Kingdom because if I click the link, it'll be sold out, and I just don't want to get my hopes up.
Do it. Click the link.
Oh my god! Okay, click the link. So the link, Card Kingdom has it for $9.99. Boom, out of stock.
Check TCG.
TCG's in stock. Boom. Wow, a moderately played foil going for $70.
Yep.
Let's take off the foil on here. We have a damaged heavily played copies going for $18. Moderately played, light played, $24. The highest price wow,
$90.
Well, that
lightly played foil.
Vexatros, you're kind of being a douche for putting it at $90. I'll call you out on this. Vexatros, if you're listening to this podcast, why are you posting this?
It's lightly played foil.
Oh,
look at the other ones.
Oh, it's foiled. Okay, lightly played.
Wow! Before you
that better not make it in the edit, dude.
Nope. This is not the live one, though, so the Patreon members can see this.
Oh, my God.
RTFD.
Let's see. So those are the foils.
Read the fucking description.
The unfortunate thing is I clicked
It's
off.
like, D, what?
I clicked off the foil tag as an option.
If you're going by price though,
but it doesn't show these other ones as foil. Lightly played from Anagame, Hawaii. They're selling it for $50.
yeah, and then look at the next 4. They're foils.
Yeah, those are foils, but these ones are still $50 when the average price of this card or the market price is $7. I'm more than positive you could go to your LGS, pick this thing up for like that $7.
I don't know.
So this is moving up in price due to new cards in Commander 21 and Strixhaven School of Mages. The card is popular include for people who want to upgrade the Witherbloom Witchcraft or Quantum Quantrix precons. But we also see this card included in Commander decks with the new commanders of Ruxa Patient Professor, which is the Bear Lord, Blix Vexing Pest, and Essex Fractal Bloom. There is a Ruxa Patient Professor deck in the on the site here. If you want to check out this deck, it looks very interesting. It has Tendershoot Dryad, and it has Song of the Dryad. So I'm definitely in on this deck. 3 visits, Rampant Growth, Hour of Promise. Wait, just mono green ramp. Get creatures with no text box in them. You got Gigantosaurus, Ancient Brontodon. You got Trained Jackal. Oh my god. This is goofy as fuck. I want this deck now. Next in the weekly winners, we have Overmaster. This card is a red sorcery. The next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn can't be countered by spells or abilities. Then you draw a card. Only has 1 printing in Torment. It has seen a price increase of $132%, now sitting at $39.46. And market price for it, you can pick them up for $20.52. Card Kingdom has it for $14.99. Let's click that link and see that's sold out. Yep, out of stock. Who would have guessed? TCG player, you have copies for around $27. I'm just clicking on this link to see what's going on. Damaged you can get for $19.99. Heavily played, moderately played, 23 and below. Lightly played for like 28. But yeah. So since this card stops instant or sorcery spells you control can't be getting countered, and then you draw a card from this, it plays very well with the new Veyran, Voice of Duality, red, blue, 1/2/2 Efreet Wizard with Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn, and then when casting or copying an instant or sorcery spell, causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. So yeah, the Prismari decks are definitely gonna want this, and I imagine like even in the Lorehold style decks that have that red-white one, just draw 3 cards, draw a card. I don't know. Red can't counter.
I have no idea.
Red can counter your instants and sorceries pretty good, I'd say. They have a Legacy Omnitel deck in the description down below, and this helps you protect your Burning Wish, Show and Tell to make sure that those get cast without getting countered by Force of Will or Daze in Legacy. So important there. And it looks like it was also played in Game Nights. Haven't watched this last episode of Game Nights. Game Nights 44 for those interested. Links in the description down below. But from there, let's talk about some cheap pickups. Shall we, JB?
Sure. Okay, so this first one surprises me a little bit.
Yeah,
Why?
me too.
Why?
Just because it does.
Why?
All right, so anyway, first up, we have the Time Spiral Remastered time-shifted printing of Primeval Titan. And it's sitting at $9.43. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a lot higher.
Why? He's banned in everything. Or almost everything.
Only Commander.
Well, that's where most people are going to be playing.
Yeah, but how many modern decks do you have built around Primetime? That's the thing. It's
I thought he was illegal in that too.
No, he's not illegal in Modern. There's so many friggin' Primeval Titan decks in Modern. It's not even funny. There's like 6 or 7 different variants of it.
So that's what doesn't I don't know. It just doesn't seem I don't know. Primeval Titan. I just don't see why he was banned in.
Because of the ramping. You can abuse the ramping to beat shit in Commander.
But it's still a turn 6. I suppose green is a little bit stronger, but
Right.
Anyway,
I just figured with how
there was better cards in that set.
Well, I know that, but like it's a time shifted version of it though. I mean, that's why I figured it would be a little bit more than what it is. Like that's why it surprises me because it's still going down. That's the thing is it's still trending down.
Yep. So that's the thing though. All the time shifted cards, if they're not foil, super cheap. So just pulling it up on MTG Familiar, the app that I usually use. So card price. This is based off TCG Player. So average is $9.05 for non-foil. But a foil average is $121.
Well, yeah, all the time shifted foils are rare as fuck. So I mean, like, just I mean,
the most expensive when Time Sprawl actually came out, the most expensive non-foil time shifted card was like $40. So a lot of them, since the time shifted cards were in every single pack, they just got printed so much. Primeval probably was one of the top or one of those top 5 for the rarest ones, but still the fact that it's a non-foil card. People are going after the foils, obviously, for the time shifted. So people are like, oh, hey, I'll sell this one or trade for cheap.
right.
But anyways, moving along.
All right, so next up we have Zendikar Rising printing of Ancient Green Warden. So the Ancient Green Warden sitting at $12.50, and it looks like it's still trending downward.
Yep.
Doubling up on those landfall abilities, not
Right.
half bad.
I'm surprised this one's as cheap too. Like, I don't know.
$12 isn't really that cheap. I don't even know how it's that
but it's still
expensive.
going
Like,
down though. That's the thing. I mean, like
Right.
it's still.
wait on this. Use TCG Sniper for when it's down to like $5, just because it's a mythic. $5 seems pretty good.
I should do
Right,
that.
but I mean, okay, so it's a mythic.
Yep.
It doubles up on your land triggers, and you get to play lands from your graveyard.
Yep.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like this card is got a lot going for it.
But
Let's
it's a automatic target once it gets played.
Is it though?
It's so here.
How
That's the thing though. Like you're not gonna be playing. So if you're playing a Primeval Titan deck, you're not gonna run this because it's taken away from other slots. Yeah, it's an expensive card.
So let's take a look at like the best comparison. Crucible of Worlds, just for that sheer fact. 3-mana artifact. Market price on this thing is $40.
Yep.
So I guess maybe there's some. That's 3 mana. This is 6 mana. You get a body behind it, so it's like cool. You get a Crucible World on a creature, and you double your land triggers.
Yeah.
So now you're in Commander. Your Field of Dead now makes double tokens. Your Bajuka Bogs now hit 2 opponents. Your I'm running out of ideas of lands, but you can bounce double lands with any of the Karoo lands that come into play. So that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, 6 mana for a 5/7. This is actually probably one to keep an eye on. If it keeps going down below like $10, just alone for the Crucible of Worlds effect.
Oh, I need
6 mana,
I need
5/7 Crucible of Worlds.
a couple of them for
Yeah.
a couple of the decks I'm working on.
Right. Goes well with your Scoot Swarm.
Well, yeah.
Doubles your Scoot Swarm triggers.
Oh my god. Yeah, because a land entering.
Yep.
So yeah, landfall triggers double up. So like, fucking Avenger of Zendikar
So
as well.
that technically is infinite with Scoot Swarm, because each Scoot Swarm
when a land
enters-
enters, makes another scoot, but your scoots aren't lands that are entering.
But if I have a Shy out, they are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, with the Shy, yes.
It's already infinite, but
Yeah, with Shaya it is just doubling up the triggers and making the numbers
Right.
stupid big, like twice as fast.
infinitely fast.
Exponentially fast.
Infinite.
I mean, I don't think you're going to have anybody that's going to argue with you that you're winning that game at that point. It's like,
Right.
cool. Wait, hold on. No, I think
Psychotic Rift.
there's an official rule. If you can't complete If you can't
yeah,
stop
if you can't break the cycle, then it becomes a draw.
Yep. So all opponents lose.
Because I did that one time.
You did.
Because I was like, fuck you guys. If I can't win, ain't nobody going to win.
But that's why in that my elf deck, I have cards in there. I purposely grabbed cards that were combo ending, so I can actually end the infinite.
Let's see. The best thing is to like you can't even like stifle this, because if you have like 10 scoots out and they're land, 10 scoots make 10 scoots. You gotta have 10 stifles and stuff. Torpor.
Right.
No, so
you gotta flash in a torpor.
So
here's
the thing. Here's the thing.
Flash in
You don't go into scoot. You don't go to scoot. You go to
You were
Ashaya.
just talking about scoot. Then.
Yeah, but it's a Ashaya infinite.
Okay, so so blink the Ashaya.
So you have to blink the Ashaya or kill the Ashaya, and then ends the combo.
Fair point. I'm gonna make 1 million scoots and then hold priority on this trigger and bounce it back to my hand.
Yep.
And then Psych Rip.
But I'm also running a lot of ETB damage. So
Or Settle the Wreckage.
That's only when they attack. Like, Settle the Wreckage ain't gonna do shit.
Well, yeah, but when they're coming at you.
Yeah, that means he has to stop the combo first.
Well, yeah, but at least you can do something when they come at you.
Right. But there's so many things you can do when they come at you. You can aetherize them, and that feels even better because it returns them all to their hand and their old tokens.
what also in that deck? I run that's the landfall deck that I have it in. But it's whenever a creature attacks, deals damage, or this deals damage. So go ahead and bounce them. I'll just swing an infinite and deal 2 times infinite.
Yeah. Blow them up before the attack triggers.
See? Well, I also have ETB damage too. There's a reason all my decks are around the ETB effects or casting effects, because I play against blue players.
ETBs are really
Matt.
good. You need to have Panharmonic on a little more often then, if that's the case.
I run that in the red deck. I run it in the landfall deck, but I was like, yeah, I'm taking it out because it deals damage to myself too.
JB was the last cheap pickup.
He's distracted.
The last cheap pickup. Well, yeah, because you guys were just going off, so I was letting you guys rant.
Being little chatty Cathys.
So, yes, you guys are being chatty Cathys. So, the last cheap pickup had a pretty sharp drop, and then it leveled off a little bit. Now it looks like it's dropping again. We have Orvar the Allform out of Kaldheim. It is sitting at $5.92.
This card moved up so many old cards since it got released in Kaldheim. And, God, I don't know. I want to say one of us talked about it. Like, we talked about it on the podcast. It's like, the old cards are going to move up, but Orvar is going to move down because it's just going to keep getting opened up in packs. So, you missed out on your pieces, but pick up an Orvar. And it's like, oh, cool. Now's your chance to pick up an Orvar.
So, anyway.
Nothing else to add to that, JB?
No.
Okay.
No.
Awkward Turtle.
Awkward Turtle!
I'm going to leave.
Time for a TCG Sniper plug.
Thank you, JB, for doing the TCG Sniper plug.
Insert here.
Yeah, Matt, insert here.
I don't have something read up for that yet.
Well, do it.
You better, because we already said insert here.
So, Danny, you know how you're talking about that you wanted to pick up
I don't recall any of that.
Ancient Green Warden?
No.
You said you wanted some Ancient
Yeah,
Green
you did.
Wardens.
You said you needed a couple of them.
I have no idea. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
We all agree that, you'd probably have a good chance of seeing it under $10. Yeah, TCG Sniper. If you guys are looking to pick up these cards, Danny, like you, Ancient Green Warden, you can plug this card into TCG Sniper and say, I want this card. I want to be notified when this card gets to $10, and I'll pick it up at $10. Put that card into your TCG Sniper account. You will get a notification when it reaches that by anybody on TCG Player when they post it for that price. Also, it works in the reverse. If you, Danny, have Bacon of Will, not Bacon of Will.
Beacon?
Bacon of Creation. No, it's not Beacon, it's Bacon. Remember, we talked about this.
Beggin?
Where's the bacon? What's that?
Bacon!
There we go.
I smell bacon!
Bacon commercials.
Yep, the bacon strips.
It was so those seared
They're
the image
seared
into my
like
memory.
bacon.
Yes, because
Seared?
you see the golden retriever's snoot.
Yep. Running around the house.
Yeah, and it's just the snoot. And it's such a good commercial. Anyways, Beacon of Creation. If, Danny, let's say you have a Beacon of Creation and you want to sell it at $30
for $4 million.
You can enter that card into TCG Sniper and get notified when people are starting to buy it at $30. And then that way you can jump in and try and profit. Now, dear listeners out there, if this sounds very appealing to you, go over to tcgsniper.com. When you sign up to make an account, say that the guys over at This Week in MTG sent you, and you will get 3 months free of their Plus program, meaning that you will get 50 slots of cards or even sealed product to enter in on their fluctuating, like getting notified when they move up or down in price, compared to their 5 that you get on their normal. Totally worth it. It's 10 out of 10 service. I love it. Go check them out. tcgsniper.com. But now we have Deck of the Week, a modern pick from JB himself that has interesting, what's the word I'm looking for? Rack kind of play. Not even rack kind of play. It's called Mind Picker by Twisted Bobbay. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce the bay after that. Maybe just Bobbay instead of Bobbay. Bobbay.
Twisted Bobby.
Bobbay, you twisted son. But looking at this, it's a mono black deck. Consists of 2 Liliana the Veil, black 1, 3 loyalty planeswalker, +1, each player discards a card, -2, target player sacks a creature, -6, separate all permanent target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanents in 1 pile of their choice. There are 4 Phyrexian Obliterators, black for a 5/5 horror with trample. Whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. There are 2 Simian Specters. Shimian Spectre. Did I get it right?
I thought that one would throw you.
It is throwing me. Words are hard. Black 2 for a 2/2 Spectre. That reads, when Simian Spectre deals combat damage to a player, that player reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. Search that player's graveyard hand library for all cards of the same name as that card. That player exile them, and then that player shuffles. 2 of those. There are 4 Cranial Extractions. Choose a non-land card name. Search target player's graveyard, hand, and library for all cards of that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles. There are 4 Inquisition of Kozilek, black sorcery. Target player reveals their hand. You choose an on-land card from it with CMC 3 or less. That player discards that card. 2 Thoughtseizes, black sorcery. Target player reveals their hand. You choose an on-land card from that, and they discard it. You lose 2 life. Then there are 4 Extirpates, black instant split second. Choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land. Search that owner's graveyard, hand, and library for all cards of the same name as that card. Remove them from the game. That player shuffles. There are 4 Geth's Verdict. Black instant. Target player sacrifices a creature and loses 1 life. There are 4 Go for the Throat. Black 1 instant. Destroy target non-artifact creature. 2 Hero's Downfall, black 1 instant, destroy target creature or planeswalker. 4 Surgical Extractions, Phyrexian black, so it can be paid with a single black or you pay 2 life. Choose target card in a graveyard other than a basic land, search its owner's graveyard, hand, library for any cards with the same name as that card and exile them. Then that player shuffles. There are 2 Ratchet Bombs, which is 2 colorless artifact that has tap, put a charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. Then you tap, sacrifice Ratchet Bomb, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Ratchet Bomb. And then closing off, there are 22 Swamps in this. So the primary goal of this deck looks like you want them to discard their cards or have their cards end up in their graveyard. So that way you can surgical extract them, expropriate them, cranial extraction them, or use Simian Spectre. This is a very intriguing deck, not gonna lie.
Right? It's kind of cool.
This is a good choice, I'd say, JB. So yeah, like any deck that runs like Inquisition and Thoughtseize here, it's like a 4-2 split. You're going to be having that in your opening your hand. You're going to want to be casting that pretty quickly. And typically, if you can cast that, pick out like a combo piece. Let's say you're playing against one of the big decks right now, which is Heliod combo, like the Collect a Company variant. You pull out a Heliod. Turn 2, turn 1, Inquisition or Thoughtseize, pull that out, and then turn 2, you extirpate, surgical extract that Heliod. They no longer have that Heliod at all, and that's just gonna shut them down completely.
Don't forget the sideboard. There's a couple. There's one for sure, one card for sure in the sideboard that's kind of interesting.
Give us a read of that sideboard, JB.
Okay, so there's 2 Damnations. Black, 2, sorcery, destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. 4, Feed the Swarm. 1 in a black, sorcery, destroy target creature or enchantment an opponent controls. You lose life equal to that permanent's mana value. Ugh, mana value.
I think the big thing with this one is you have it in for Leyline of Sanctity primarily.
Yeah, basically for any enchantment removal.
It's not just any enchantment removal. Like, the worst thing that you're going to run against is a Leyline of Sanctity. You can't target them with all this stuff that targets a player or targets an opponent.
Right.
So this is just a way to like clear that out. It's worth taking the 4 damage, so that way you can start hitting them with the extirpates and the surgicals.
Right. So then the one cool card that I think is cool in here, it's out of Origins. It's Infinite Obliteration. Black, 1, sorcery, name a creature card. Search target opponent's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with that name and exile them. Then that player shuffles his or her library. And it's only 25 cents. How have I not known about this card?
You see, I love these kind of cards, because this is not the only kind of card that's like this. There's also the new one from Core 21, Necromentia. Necromentia, which is black 1, sorcery, choose a card name other than a basic land card name, search target opponent's graveyard, hand, library for any cards of that name. That player shuffles and then you exile them. That player shuffles their library, then creates a 2/2 black zombie for 2/2 black zombie creature token for each card exiled from their hand this way. So it's kind of another Infinite Obliteration. I guess Infinite Obliteration is just straight up better because it doesn't give them the zombies. And if they cared, I don't know, like why instead of Cranial Extraction in the main, like why not have Infinite Obliteration? You're going to have the amount of information and stuff there. You're saving on mana cost because Cranial Extraction is 3 and a black. Infinite Obliteration is black 1. So just take out the Cranial Extraction, put Infinite Obliteration in its place, have a playset of that, have Necromentia in your sideboard to like double up on having that ability to where you can just like straight up call a card name and rip it out of their library.
All right, so then next up we have 2 Legion's End. 1 in a black, sorcery, exile target creature an opponent controls with converted mana cost 2 or less, and all other creatures that player controls with the same name as that creature. Then that player reveals their hand and exiles all cards with that name from their hand and graveyard.
It's a good way to shaft out a Swift Spear, Monastery Swift Spear, Soulscar Mage, Sprite Dragon. Get a Sprite Dragon as well.
Sprite Dragon.
You can tag
tokens.
Yep, tokens. Wipes out a whole board of tokens. What deck's like running a crap ton of tokens?
Black-white tokens.
Spirits they make? Like what's black-white tokens making?
I don't know. Shit ton of tokens.
Spirits, zombies.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you hit a lot of that. I mean, zombies would be more prominent if Field of the Dead was still in. It would be something. But, I don't know, still hitting like a Dryad Arbor or Arbor Elf, or I don't think Vizier of Remedies is seeing much play anymore.
Yeah, Devoted Druid kind of took the back seat after Heliod combo came out.
Right, so you don't have to worry about that necessarily. But, like, 2 CMC is a lot. You still hit Death Shadows. Death Shadow is an important thing to hit. You hit Young Pyromancers.
Hit the Scourge, too.
You do hit the Scourge. The Scourge is an important one to hit. So yeah, this card like takes out a lot in creatures. Yeah, that should be a 4-of. I think that would be a very good 4-of. Because that way you can like more threat assess properly. Because like typically with Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes, you're going to want to pulling. You're going to want to pull things that you're not going to be able to deal with as much. And having a Phyrexian Obliterator as like your backup creature blocker, you're not worried about creatures as much as compared to like, I don't know, enchantments or resistance to sorceries. So having like another way to like strictly deal with creatures with a Legion, and I would probably say have a play set of that maybe in the side.
Right. So then, rounding out the sideboard, we have 2 more copies of Lily of the Veil, and then we have 2 copies of the Elder Spell, which is black sorcery. Destroy any number of target planeswalkers. Choose a planeswalker you control. Put 2 loyalty counters on it for each planeswalker destroyed this way.
Does Teferi Time Ravelers banned in... Oh, it's not banned in Modern. It was
No.
Pioneer and Historic. Jesus, the fucking bannings on that shit. The bannings are throwing me off. Yeah. So, Elder Spell takes out Teferi 3, which is going to be the most important one, I guess. What other planeswalker? Like Renin 6, I guess?
Yep, Renin 6.
Don't see much for like Narset or...
Any of the Teferis, Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah, but decks aren't running like Jace the Mind Sculptor in them in Modern.
Modern? People still run Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Yeah, but not as much. I mean, yeah, I guess it's still something to worry
He's still
about.
a Modern staple. Don't you fool yourself, sir.
But yeah, this deck looks really good. Honestly, maybe I would also recommend, like in the main board here, Geth's Verdict, maybe switch out for like Liliana's Triumph, because they can discard a card off of that too, and you're going to have 2 Lilianas. Seems a little more value. Same budget, probably cheaper actually. Let's see. Are they really $1.52 for a Geth's Verdict? Yeah. Or no, Geth's Verdicts are 40 cents. So yeah, total 150 something. And then Liliana, typing it up, Triumph is 25 cents. So yeah, saving a little bit of money. This deck looks really cool.
Right, it does look pretty cool.
I mean, the overall price of the deck is $809, so it's like clearly they're not going budget. And if that's, well, I mean, I don't know, maybe Hero's Downfall, just to like have creature backup, you can definitely have Murderous Rider, Swift End in there. That way you have a creature, kind of be more flexible in that area. Go for the Throw could probably change to like, whatchamacalls, it's Fatal Push. Then you have, you just put in fetch lands, fetch out lands, get yourself Nykthos as well. Nykthos would be a really good addition. Not really, because you're not really having that many permanents out. Your permanents are Liliana, Phyrexian Obliterator, and Shimian Spectre. So yeah, maybe not so much on the Nykthos.
Castle Lochthwain probably wouldn't hurt.
Oh, Castle Lochthwain would be so good. I love Castle Lochthwain as a card. Then yeah. Oh, and then just mono black deck. This is just me personally. I have I like Mystical Sanctuary as a card. And the black version, the Witch's Cottage in this is not bad. Like if your opponent takes out a Phyrexian Obliterator, you just put it back on top and it's going to give them that pressure against like, shit, I thought I got rid of that and now it's coming back next turn. So maybe, yeah, get yourself 4 to 6 fetch lands, keep the swamps, and then add in 3 Castle Lochthwains and 2 Witch's Castle in the second. Maybe that would be something good to try. What is the ticket price of this, JB? The ticket price is 151 ticks.
Right.
Is that in your ticket?
No, my limit's like 110 or 115, I think.
Oh, do you have it?
Don't think I have any of those cards.
Womp womp. I'm pretty sure you could probably pick up a lot of them cheap. Like Liliana's, like I said, changing the Geth's Verdict to the Liliana. I don't know. How much is the 1 life important? Like making them lose 1 life as compared to making them discard. If you have discard a card, having a Liliana out.
I mean, 1 life can make or break.
You're not wrong. This is Modern, starting at 17 life. Maybe that's just like one of those things you got to like test around about. But Magic Folk, unless you got anything else to say here real quick, JB, with this deck. Like,
no, I mean, the only other thing I was thinking was, wait, hold on. Do a quick search up. Search up Turgid. I gotta remember how it's worded. It's just sacking and discarding, right?
When an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent. So yeah.
Okay, so Turgid wouldn't be good. What about that Dean, that new Dean? What does that have to do with exiling stuff?
The mono black one, the one drop.
Yes.
Valentine, Dean of the Vein. Menace lifelink. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead.
Okay, never mind then. No, yeah, I guess, I don't know. There's not too many other things that you could, yeah, I don't know.
I do like the Ratchet Bombs in there.
Right, yeah, I mean, Ratchet Bomb's a solid card.
This deck looks really cool. Like I said, cranial extractions, put the infinite obliterations in place of the cranial extractions. Cut those completely. Then put in the Necromentia into the sideboard. Go all 4 in on Legion's End. And then like Hero's Downfall in place. Trade that with Murderous Rider. Go for the throw could be Fatal Push or even
Blood Chief's Thirst.
There we go. Exactly what I was going to say.
That's got a little more versatility. Yeah, it's not instant speed, but you can kick it and hit planeswalkers.
All right. Maybe what you can do is like a 2-2 split of push to thirst. Doesn't seem like that bad of a trade-off then for that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do against this deck. This deck does look really cool. This was a good pick, JB.
Right.
Very good pick. But, Magic Folk, thank you for making it to the end of another episode of This Week in MTG. This is episode number 86. You can find us where better podcasts are found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, all of that. We go live on Twitch and YouTube every Mondays around 7 o'clock, so follow, turn on notifications, so that way you know when that's happening. The best way to find us is we have a nice, tidy, clean little link of Linktree/thisweekinmtg, so linktr.ee/thisweekinmtg. There's all of our social links, all of the podcast links, and anything and everything where you need to find us. With those links, you can hit us up and send us feedback of any kind. We truly appreciate it because we are striving to be your guys' Magic news source. And make sure, finally, send love again over to J-Dub Sports Cards and Gaming for deciding to sponsor some schmucks like us. It's greatly appreciated. Quick thing, join the Patreon. Remember, we do a monthly drawing for cards and stuff. It's not bad value. Once a month, you have a chance to win a pack or a card, depending on the tier. And do we got anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
Sweet. Danny, he's been off in his own La La Land fucking with his microphone and playing some more Candy Crush.
Right? Damn Candy Crush.
Okay.
And with that, Magic Folk, y'all have a good night.
Bye.
See ya.
Bacon, bacon, pancakes, bacon, bacon, pancakes, bacon, pancakes.